Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be showing all the changes that's been going on in my Freetrade portfolio since the election. If you have watched my recent videos, you will have saw that the election results almost doubled my profits, and at the end of that day I sold the majority of my positions. I had been planning to restructure my portfolio further, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity as almost all my portfolio was in the green. This locked in the profit from that day that I had received, and next I reinvested all the money into stocks that had crashed or hadn't saw the profits that the other stocks had, such as BP and Shell. With the majority of the UK stocks holding the increase, I invested into some of the American stocks that I have been watching. So my current portfolio value is £944. I have deposited £873, so I'm now around £71 in profit. This works out at just over an 8% return. My portfolio currently has 22 holdings and 167 shares. So looking through my portfolio, I now have 20 shares of BP, that's up 2.91%, 3 shares of AT&T, that's up 1.74%, 4 shares of Shell, that's up 2.98%, 2 shares of Coca-Cola, that's up 2%, 1 share of AbbVie, that's up 1.45%, 3 shares of GlaxoSmithKline, that's up 5.13%, 1 share of ExxonMobil, that's up 1.54%, 1 share of Colgate, that's up 1.68%, 32 shares of Greencoat UK, that's up 1.35%, 1 share of Unilever, that's down 6.06%. As you can see, I had bought in around the £46 mark, and then it dropped down to just under 43. It is now recovering slightly. This was mainly because Unilever warned investors that it expects underlying sales growth for 2019 to be slightly below its guidance of the lower half of its 3 to 5% multi-year range. Unilever went on to describe challenges it is facing in certain markets, including an economic slowdown in South Asia and unspecified trading conditions in West Africa. As a result of these conditions, management is forecasting that sales growth next year too will be weak. In the first half of 2020, growth will be below 3%, and a full year underlying sales growth is expected to be in the lower half of the multi-year range, missing its target for full year sales growth. 1 share of Wells Fargo, that is down 1.54%. 1 share of Cisco, that's up 8.15%, with a profit of £2.74. 1 share of Bank of America, 35 shares of Asura, 21 shares of Next Energy, 1 share of Kraft Heinz, 2 shares of Landsec, 16 shares of Sirius Real Estate, 7 shares of Vodafone. I did actually try to sell Vodafone, but somehow the sale didn't go through. 12 shares of Alliance Pharma, 2 shares of City of London, and 4 shares of commercial property. If you have been following my journey, you will see that commercial property is now my smallest holding. Before, it was my largest holding. When I received the dividend payments, I realised that a big percentage of the dividend was deducted in tax. I found this quite off-putting and decided to spread my money between other stocks instead. I also have a free share queued. This is thanks to dividends with Alisher. Thanks for using my referral code. And here is a look at my watch list for next year. There's PepsiCo, Verizon, Caterpillar, Procter & Gamble, Disney, IBM, Walmart, Johnson & Johnson, Chevron, Pfizer, Starbucks, McDonald's and 3M. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone that's been subscribing to the channel. Your support has brought me to almost 500 subscribers. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.